In the early 7th century, the Arabian Peninsula was governed by tribal power, wealth, and lineage. Social status determined authority, and justice often served those who controlled trade and influence. In this environment, a new message emerged in Makkah, a message calling for belief in one God, moral accountability, social justice, and equality among people. This message directly challenged the economic and political dominance of the Quraysh, the ruling elite of Makkah. As opposition intensified, the followers of this new faith faced persecution, social boycott, and violence. Eventually, they were forced to leave their homes and migrate to Medina. Although this migration provided physical safety, it did not bring peace. The Quraysh confiscated Muslim properties left behind in Makkah, blocked trade routes connected to Medina, and continued to threaten military action. The Muslim community now faced economic hardship and the constant danger of annihilation. In the second year after the migration, a large Qurayshi trade caravan was returning from Syria to Makkah. This caravan carried immense wealth, including assets originally taken from the Muslims. The decision was made to intercept the caravan as a strategic and economic measure, not as an act of war. At that time, there was no expectation of a full-scale military confrontation. When the caravan leader learned of the interception plan, an urgent message was sent to Makkah. In response, the Quraysh mobilized a powerful army of nearly 1,000 fighters. This force included experienced warriors, tribal leaders, and full military equipment. Their objective extended beyond protecting the caravan. They aimed to demonstrate dominance and eliminate the growing Muslim presence in Medina. The Muslims, in contrast, numbered only 313. They possessed limited weapons, minimal armor, and only 2 horses. Most of them had set out without preparation for battle. The imbalance in numbers and resources was overwhelming, yet the Muslims continued forward, aware that retreat would only invite greater aggression. The 2 forces eventually met near a location known as Badr, an area marked by wells that were vital for survival in the desert environment. Strategic decisions were taken to secure access to water, an essential factor that would influence the course of the encounter. Despite their smaller numbers, the Muslims organized themselves with discipline and unity, emphasizing coordination rather than force. Before combat began, consultation took place among the Muslim community. Commitment was reaffirmed, and loyalty was pledged without condition. This moment reflected a transformation from a persecuted group into a united body, prepared to defend its existence. As night fell, prayer and reflection dominated the Muslim camp. Leadership emphasized reliance on God, acknowledging the limits of human strength. This spiritual preparation strengthened resolve and steadied hearts in the face of overwhelming odds. The confrontation began with individual combat between representatives of both sides. Several prominent Qurayshi leaders were killed early in the encounter, delivering a severe psychological blow. Soon after, the fighting expanded into a full battle across the field. Despite their disadvantage, the Muslims maintained formation and morale, while confusion and fear spread among the larger Qurayshi force. The struggle lasted only a few hours, but its consequences were immense. Approximately 70 members of the Quraysh were killed, and another 70 were taken prisoner. The Muslim community suffered 14 martyrs. Against all expectations, the smaller and less equipped force emerged victorious. What followed set a new standard in the conduct of war. Prisoners were treated with dignity rather than revenge. Many were released upon payment of ransom, while others earned their freedom by teaching literacy. Acts of mercy replaced the norms of brutality that had long defined tribal conflict in Arabia. This victory marked a decisive turning point. It established the Muslim community as a recognized political and social force. It broke the illusion of Qurayshi invincibility and sent a clear message across the region that moral conviction and unity could overcome material power. The Quran later described this event as the Day of Criterion, a moment when truth and falsehood were clearly separated. The Battle of Badr was not merely a military success. It was a moral and historical watershed. It demonstrated that victory is not determined by numbers, wealth, or weapons, but by purpose, discipline, and unwavering faith. More than 14 centuries later, The legacy of Badr continues to resonate. It stands as a reminder that history is shaped not only by power, but by principles, and that even the most unlikely victories can redefine the course of civilization.